scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Seattle. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. They run again on 1st down. Cook slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I know, easy.
57, Mike, 57.
Come to my work. We want it. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Check.
Cousins now. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Pilot, 64, wait.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, 0-0-0. Go, 14. Go, let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll try. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-15.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the safety creep.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Bring it up, bring it up. Bam, bam. Look. Go.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
61. Match box. Hey, 0-0-0.
Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Go.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Now Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
50 seconds to Mike. No chance.
Gun.
Following the interception, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go 14.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And a completion to Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check, 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 check.
14, got it.
Watch the shit.
Right.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They come out here in the eye. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Check 26, check 26. Alert. Alert.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Step touchdown, Seahawks.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot to account for him as a runner, and he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of the... And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And this belongs to the Vikings.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, check, Mike, 57.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
We own it. We own
Hey, Echo.
57 to Mike.
Here we go, bring the energy. Wait, hot.
A first down throw for Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check, receiver.
Check out route.
Here's Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Cousins gives way to Cook. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Two.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
X3. 218. Chop.
Let's 57. Run.
Watch the 50. Hey, flipper.
Kill. Slam.
Gun.
Kill. Hey, watch it. Tighten up.
Like that.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Switch. Check 31. Check.
22 jet bombers.
Check.
Quaker Omaha.
Check 49. Shoot. Twist.
Gun.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Can't. First.
57 to Mike. Stop your whining.
Gun.
Throwing is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A toss to Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 37 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson to throw. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and that'll make it third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. But they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Here we go.
Touch 50, touch 50.
Throwing again. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. Past the 20. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Wilson operating from the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. Anthony Barr picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now it's Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Watch the slant.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson forced out to his left. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Hey. Drop deep. 40's Mike.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Come on, Will. You better be ready since the 6.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Stop me, tenfold. Copy. Yes, I will not. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield.